Let's get to it.
All right, YouTube, what is going on? Table Sean back at it with some Destiny. So that's more Taken King footage for you guys. All this footage was split between me, Wizite, and also Arix Gaming. So I'll link the channels in the description because we were rushed for time. But I'm not talking about Taken King. I just figured it'd be a nice backdrop for when I'm going to do a second take on the House of Wolves. I'm going to be real original here. Well, that's sarcasm. For the good, the bad, and the ugly. I basically want to talk about the House of Wolves and go through things that were good, things that were bad, and things that were just downright ugly. Now, what do I have in my hand? Nope, that's not a script. I still haven't done one of those yet, but I did write down some pertinent points that I want to get across. So first off, starting with the good, we can all agree that this the House of Wolves had way more content than The Dark Below. With regards to the story, I enjoyed it, but again, I'm probably not one to comment on the story because if you know me from my channel, I've never played a campaign, I've never played a story, never played single player anything in my life until Destiny. So, I mean, I enjoyed it, and yes, Bungie does like to take you through an area of one of the maps that you've been to already, but you run it backwards, and dummies like me think, oh shit, this is a new part of the Cosmodrome. No, it's just, you're running it backwards, Sean. But I enjoyed the story. I thought the story was better than Dark Below. Next up is the weekly quests. I love every week that we have a whole new set of weekly quests. I was hoping that like things like, you know how like we got the Archon Slayer, which is a bounty / quest where, you know, you go to the moon. I was hoping we would get like a new one every 2 weeks or something like that. That would, you know, be totally different. But I do like how it does mix things up. I think the bounties are way better than what we got from Eris Morn in the Dark Below. And I think it's funny because I've never seen that many level 34s roaming around patrol. See, I always have been a type of free, like I love free roam, okay? And prior to the House of Wolves, I was probably one of the only dummies always on patrol all the time. Just, I don't know. I like doing bounties. I like getting those VIP bounties and getting reps so I can do my Engram opening package pizza parties. But overall, I really like the quests. New weapons. Safe to say we got a lot more new weapons. That also will kind of lead into one of the bad points I'll talk about later on. But lots of new guns, lots of new toys, whether it's from stuff from the Queen, stuff from Prison of Elders, stuff from just drops and so forth. A lot more things to you know, to play around with. And the whole reforging thing. I mean, now it's just, I love reforging. I think all of us are kind of, well, not all of us, but safe to say a majority of us are addicted to reforging. Because how many times did you play the Nightfall and get a piss poor roll on that weapon you want? Well, now it doesn't matter what perks you get in. You're just going to re-roll it. So just look at the base stats, and I think that was a genius thing. If they incorporate re-rolling of armor like we did see in the I guess it was alpha, pre-alpha build of the Taken King, that would be really killer. Now, I absolutely love the way they kind of revamped the looks of everything. I mean, the armor, the class items, about to say towel, the Titan towels, the Hunter cloaks, and also the Warlock bonds. I love how everything looks good. And it also leads into the way you can customize things is you're no longer required to have raid gear. I hated the way the Crota gear looked. I love the fact that I could just go to Future Boar Code, I could buy a helmet, slap some etheric light on, and boom, it's got plus 42 light. I think the Trials of Osiris was a slamming addition to the House of Wolves, especially for the people who are PvPBs, don't want to have to raid, don't want to have to do PvE type stuff, and still get all the endgame content that they need. So kudos to them on that. For someone like myself, you know, I ran it a whole bunch of times at Hobie Manigator. Thank you guys for helping me get everything, but for an average player like me, you know, I don't even play anymore, guys. It's way too competitive. I'm not good enough. I mean, who am I kidding? You know, and plus, I hate threes. I never do well in threes. I love 6v6, but, I mean, I come from a Killzone Shadowfall's my background. So prior to Destiny coming out, all I ever did was play Killzone Shadowfall 24-player war zones. I love the more the merrier to kill, okay? Now, the Prison of Elderly people, I love it. I still play it, even, well, we'll get to the bad part later of the rewards on the Prison of Elderly people. But I think it's great because, you know, people, I've said this before, right before it came out, I see a lot of it on my Destiny PS4 Facebook community. People have a hard time getting 6 coordinated people together to play raid, you know, and then they, you know, they throw in those requirements, must have Galahorn and all that bullshit. But I think it's great that, listen, 3 people can go in, have some fun, and get some endgame, you know, content. And I also like the fact that the modifiers do change every week. It's not like, well, you know, every week Crota's going to be the same and the Vault of Glasses are going to be the same. Alright, so let's jump into the bad now. Now, we can all probably agree that the PvP, the Crucible, is a mess right now in terms of balance. It's all exotic hand cannons, and everyone's basically using the same thing. I'm probably still the only person that doesn't really think the Thorn needs a nerf. I feel like just the auto rifles need to be brought up, and because I've downed a lot of Thorn people. Red Death is my answer to Thorn, and right, okay, you shouldn't have to use Red Death just to counter Thorn. Well, I down a lot of Thorn people with my Vision of Confluence and my Deadshot Luna, so Scout Rifles and Pulse Rifles are still really viable. I just think that they need to buff the auto rifles in order to kind of bring everything up, but who knows what Bungie has planned. They said they're going to rebalance things before the Taken King. Now this goes for the Dark Below and also the House of Wolves. Lack of exotics. Okay, I think the best exotics, and this is just my opinion here, the best exotics are the ones that came with the vanilla Destiny. That's a new word I learned last week. The vanilla Destiny. I feel like the exotics we got with the Dark Below, and I mean the 3 we got with the House of Wolves, they're fun for about 15-20 minutes. I don't know. A lot of you guys out there must like Queensbreaker's Bow because I see a lot of them in PvP. Good for you. I like Lord of Wolves, but again, like there's just better shotguns I'd rather use to not have to take up an exotic slot. So I really hope with the Taken King we get a whole new set of exotics. Who knows? We'll see if they'd actually do it. Now this may sound kind of silly, but just hear me out, okay? Prior to the House of Wolves, we got, or at least me, barely any gear, barely any drops from strikes, from PvP, from anything. Then all of a sudden, House of Wolves comes out, drops. I mean, I've never seen my vault this full, and yes, I am a hoarder, but I feel like they went overboard with the amount of drops. I mean, every time I play a Crucible game, I see weapons drop. Usually when I play the Dragon Strike playlist, I see things drop. I see drops nonstop, and I think they went a little overboard, okay? I know we were all frustrated with never getting anything, but I think they went a little overboard. For Taken King, I would tailor it down about maybe 50%, okay? Give you some incentive to still grind a little bit, but not literally every time you play. I mean, how many more times am I going to get that 55 All Fate or whatever the thing is called? I finally got one of them with a good roll and leveled it up. It's kind of like a re-rollable messenger, I think. And with that being said, I still think we need a bigger vault. Now, granted, the Destiny Item Manager plugin for Chrome has been a godsend for me, and I am starting to dismantle a few things. Yes, I don't need a Hawk Moon in every character. Don't need a Red Death or what else? The Vex Mythic class. But you know what? I am still keeping a Galahorn on each character. All right, now moving into the ugly. All right, Prison of Elders. No real incentives. I think that the weapons that drop from Skolas stink on ice. I'm sorry. I still nonstop use old raid weapons. I use Vision of Confluence, the Fartbringer, Fang of Reute, Abyss Defiant. I'm still the one person on this planet I get made fun of nonstop for using the Abyss Defiant. Come on, it's got Lichbane and you got Hive Disruptor. How could you not like it? Oh, and it's solar. And how many times am I going to see Shank burn on one of the weapons that drops? I mean, like, you would think there's going to be some huge Shank boss or something. So I don't dig the Skolas weapons. I don't like the gear that Varric sells. The armor is very helpful once you build up when you face Skolas. That's why I'm hopefully going to try to start running people through it so you guys can get your moments of Triumph Emblem, but I don't know. I really don't think the incentives are there. I never get anything good out of that chest. The Queen's weapons, I don't really think they're good. I like the auto rifle, of course, and if they ever buff auto rifles, that thing will be a lot of fun. But for the most part, all the how many times are you gonna give me a Dreamwaker? Oh my God! So I don't look forward to Prison of Elders to do Skolas every week for the rewards. I look forward to because it's fun. That's basically it. I like killing Skulls because it's a challenge and it's fun. And I'm going to say the last thing would be for the bad would be that we don't have a raid. But again, I don't really feel that's a bad thing because we got Prison of Elders. But I know that there's a vast majority of you people out there that were pretty pissed off that we didn't get a raid. But hey, trust me, if Luke Smith is designing this next raid, and he's the one that designed the Vault of Glass, we're going to be in for a real treat when we venture into the Dreadnought. So that's it. So let me know in the comment section what you guys think with the good, the bad, and the ugly with regards to the House of Wolves. So drop a like in this video only if you see fit. Follow me on Twitter at Mesa. Check out my stream, which will be on YouTube, and you can watch all my archive streams. Guys, had a great one yesterday, last night. Well, I have no idea when this video is going up, but did Crota's End and also Vault of Glass strictly with just subscribers. It was a good old time. I don't know why a whole bunch of you in the comment section like, don't you play with adults, man? Hey, listen, I play with my clan, but you know what? I want to play with subscribers, okay? I would not fucking be here if it wasn't for you guys, part of my French, okay? But anyway, I'm in total battle mode, so that's it. Let's see, which one did I do? Stay beautiful, Guardians? No, we're gonna go, I'm out of here like Vladimir.